Hello, Bethany. How are you today? It is Thursday. Woot woot.
Yes, girl, I am absolutely divine. How are you today?
I'm absolutely fabulous. Really,
Where
really good. Yeah.
where are you?
I am in Spain. We are in Barcelona. We were in last night. We just left Santorini, Greece. And I have to tell you, that is the most magical place, the most beautiful place. Oh my God, it's an amazing place to be. It is calm, it's serene, it is. Oh, we need to do a retreat there someday.
Girl,
Honestly,
sign me up. I'm ready.
the only thing is my suitcase weighs 50 pounds because I'm traveling for 5 weeks. So I've got some clothes packed. And the guy who had to carry it up it's easily 100 stairs. He said, "We would love to have you back, but please pack later next time."
Well, I can promise you
Good
this
deal.
much, Sharon. I can promise you this much. If they see me coming, I'm gonna have two of them. Yeah, they're gonna tell me to Bethany, you need to go. You need to go for sure.
And what about you? What's new with you? What's happening?
Girl, yeah. So, you know what? Everything is like happening so crazy, wild, wonky, fun, exciting. The energy is absolutely off the Richter scale. I mean, like, woo, off.
Off the
So,
charts.
yeah, I'm
Mhm.
finding it to be yet a challenge for myself to step into the frequency of love in every now moment. And you know what? It's teaching me more about myself and my heart each week. And as these solar flares keep whooping my ass, I, I'm here for it though, baby. I am here for it.
It's all
So,
about
Sharon,
growth.
yes. So, who do we have on the show this week?
Oh my God, we have Terri Jay. She's the Cowgirl Shaman. She is amazing. She's an intuitive reader, and we've had her on before. She was our very first guest. We were so excited to have her, and we were so nervous to ask her because she was like, "Oh my God, it's Terri Jay. She's so awesome." And then now she wanted to come back, so she's our first repeat guest. So we are so blessed and so excited to have Terri Jay back. Come on in, Terri.
Thanks so much for having me again. It's so good to see you guys.
It's wonderful
Yes.
to have you. We are excited.
So Terry, I've got an amazing question. I mean, just
Okay.
sorry, Sharon. Sorry, Sharon.
No, no, you go, you go.
All right, Terry, can you please help discuss, bring to my awareness what in the world is going on with the energy, baby?
Yeah.
Big shift is what I get.
Mhm.
Huge shift. It's almost like it had to get worse before it got better so that people would get motivated to help with the shift, with the change. And I like your
Oh,
guys' word shift. But it's almost like we're coming out of the dark into the light.
So would that almost be willing to say that it's time to step into their healing to maybe take some different choices?
expand
Oh,
their awareness.
oh, absolutely. Absolutely. I think a lot of people are going to be dragged kicking and screaming into developing their awareness, their intuitive abilities, all that stuff.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I know. It just seems, healing for me has just been, and it's like levels to it. And I'm finding, um, peace in it, but also, man, woo, there's a lot of energy moving around in this day and time and out in the field and out in the collective. So have you seen how are your pets doing? How are the
Yeah.
horses?
How are the horses responding to all of this?
They're fine. My horses are so spoiled. Oh my goodness. They're absolutely fine. We had a big windstorm, rainstorm yesterday. And of course, the princess had to be in her shelter. And then my gelding was out just roaming around.
Love and life. Does he
Yes.
respond? Does your gelding respond to the thunder and the lightning and all the intense energy? Is that
Well,
what
we
he's
didn't we didn't have any thunder and lightning. It was just wind. And
Oh,
they'll kind of hole up when it's really windy.
Yeah.
but
Yeah.
he likes that energy shift, that wind bringing in some new energy, and because it would clear out the old and bring in the new, right?
Oh yeah, I think it does. I really enjoy when we get rain because it happens so seldom. And
Mm.
Oh,
so it was really nice to have some rain here. And of course the mountains got hammered with snow.
Oh,
already, holy heck!
oh.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just got back from I spent almost 3 weeks in Florida, and I'm gonna tell you what a magical place that state is. I mean, just being able to be around the water and feeling
Mhm.
all of that power within that body of water, and also being able to interact with the marine life. That is just it makes my heart smile to see the dolphins and the manatees and the birds, and everything is just in flow, in motion. And
Bethany really had that energy right up in her. Like she was,
Yeah.
she was just embracing that energy.
Yes. And I
Yeah.
found myself last night, the energies became so, for me anyway, it became very almost at times wonky. And, with it being the solar flares, along with, you got it, the full moon,
Yep.
it's just like, wow. I had a call, and I got off the call, and I literally had to go and put my feet into Mother Earth and just sit out there and discharge the energy that I was feeling in my
Sure.
body.
Yep.
I mean,
Grounding is really good. And I even challenge myself. So I'll try to ground in a jet, at 30,000 feet.
Wow.
That's a trick. Yeah, you don't need the dirt. It's fun, but you can actually ground in while you're in an airplane, 30,000 feet above the land. So it
Okay.
has to do with visualization with intention.
can you walk me through that? Because I this last year I've been flying a lot, and Sharon's flying a lot these days. So how can we ground when we're on these airplanes?
Well, there's a concept that we believe that somehow we have to have our feet in the earth, and it's called earthing, but we have to have our feet in the earth in order to ground, and that's just not. It's a misconception. So
Okay.
by doing grounding, if you make your roots more like sparkly white light roots that are very elasticy, then you don't get stuck in that tree root mindset. That I'm going to grow tree roots out of my body and send them to the earth. Because truly, if you're going to send your roots to the center of the earth and wrap them around the core, they have to be sparkly white light energy roots. They can't be like tree roots.
Right.
So it's a matter of how you picture it, and so I picture roots growing out my feet and my tailbone. I send them to the center of the earth. I wrap them around the core. I bring them back up. And then I'm either sitting or standing in what I picture as a tulip blossom of the earth fire energy. Because as it gets to my feet, when I'm bringing it back up and it gets to my feet, then I just spread it out. And then I just leave it sort of simmering there. And then I make sure my crown is open. And usually it always is. And then I bring in that white light and I let it come down around me too. And then 3 fingers below your belly button sideways, it's this, 3 fingers below
Yep.
Okay.
is where second chakra is. And so you allow that light that's coming into you to go out at that spot. And then you visualize it connecting to that sort of tulip blossom of earth fire energy that you're sitting in or standing. You can do it standing too. And so if you want to do it in an airplane, you just picture it moving with you, that it's still connected to the core of the earth, but it's absolutely so stretchy and movable and mobile that it can just go with you, along for the ride. And it's been really fun too, doing that in a plane, because sometimes when you hit turbulence, and you take your energy and you just smooth out the air in front of the jet. I've done that.
As
Wow.
Ron says, that's a whole other Mile High Club.
Yeah.
Yes, Ron,
Yeah,
it
so
is.
it's pretty fun to do that. And it's really funny about turbulence because my brother and my father are both pilots. And I said, explain turbulence to me, because it used to really freak me out. And they said, my brother did Dorf. Remember Dorf? Like Dorf on Golf? It was Tim Conway.
Oh my God. Yes. Who doesn't love Tim Conway?
Yeah, so my brother would do Dorf, and he'd say, well, sometimes the air goes up, and sometimes the air goes down, and sometimes the air goes a left and a right. So when you take the plane up into the air, the plane's going to go up and a down and a left and a right. So when we hit turbulence, I get the giggles because I hear my brother.
It's so funny that you'd mentioned Tim Conway because I love the Carol Burnett show. And I had asked for Christmas for my kids, I just want the box set of Carol Burnett.
Oh,
They're like, we are not buying you that. That's not happening. And my siblings were like, oh my God, you were just an old woman. You don't want to watch that. No, I love it. That is the best comedy. It's so much fun.
oh, it is. The
'Cause it's really
outtakes
friendly.
are freaking hilarious.
Oh, and it was live. So a lot of it was live. So they are laughing because and Tim Conway cracked everybody else up and they couldn't contain themselves. And that's what makes it funny too, because they
Oh
just
gosh, yeah.
they loved what they did. And it was
Yeah.
really authentic
And Harvey Korman, oh my God, Harvey Korman is just amazing.
Yes. And Carol Burnett, I mean, they were all really good. And I forget the other lady's name. The lady with the short blonde hair who was on there all the time. I can't remember her name, but she was really good too.
Vicki
Lawrence. That's it.
Vicki Lawrence, yeah.
Yes. Yeah. Anyways, we are off the beaten path here, way off the beaten path.
It's fun though.
I know, but we just love you so much. We could just sit and have a chat.
Yeah.
But you offered to do readings for people.
Yes.
So we've asked people to come on the show to come on and ask some questions. However, the chat isn't working for me. Is it working for you, Bethany?
Well, as you can see, I'm on my phone.
Well,
I
you're
mean,
on your phone, right.
my computer totally went wonky, wacky. Yeah, and I'm even hardwired in. So yeah, that's just not a thing today. But you know what? I've got a great. You can read me.
Yeah, anytime.
Yeah. So what we're going to do is, because we don't have a live chat right now. So Bethany, you go first.
Oh Lord.
Absolutely.
Oh man. Oh Lord. All right. Well, yeah. So, I have a dog named Gigi.
Uh-oh.
And Gigi is that's my baby. She has helped me heal in so many ways since my child's passing. And she's not with me right now, and she's down south. And how is she?
She feels fine to me.
Yeah.
She feels fine to me.
Yeah, she's in her element chasing deer. It's deer season, so I'm sure she's having a lot. She doesn't like to be up in the city.
She can see your child all the time.
Huh?
She can see your child.
Yeah,
You know that?
Yeah, Kevin. Yeah, it's interesting because when she'll sit and look, she never had a chance to meet him, physically, but she sits and looks at his picture and barks and wags her tails and plays, and gets excited. And yeah, I had that awareness too. I thought that was pretty cool.
Yeah, she basically is telling you that he's there.
Yeah, that makes my heart smile.
Yeah.
So
the other
Terri,
thing too, can I share with you something that I'm getting really strong? People talk about having contracts and all this stuff about coming and having contracts. I want to say it a different way. I think we pick our challenges.
Ooh.
I think we pick our challenges, and they're big. Like mine was, having horrible molestation, as an infant and toddler, and then having my husband die when I was in my 20s. Those are huge. Those are huge, life-changing. And truly, I should have turned out as a drug addict, alcoholic hooker. I should have. Really.
We are glad you didn't. But
You
I'm
missed
glad
your
I
calling.
didn't.
You missed your calling.
No, the horses are what saved me, really.
Yeah.
And so it's just really important to understand when something bad like that happens, that it truly isn't something bad. It's a challenge that you requested before you came into physical form.
I truly believe that
Yeah.
Yes.
because you know what? Through the loss, separation of losing my child, I found myself and I was able to heal myself in ways that is absolutely just divine and just the soul's evolution. And it's just a powerful to absolutely step into love and to love myself through it all, even
Right.
the pain, the sorrow, the aggravation, agitation. And it's just, it's just a really amazing experience that I've gotten to have, because I'm not separated from Kevin. I do communicate with him. I have the best relationship with him now in spirit than I
Right.
did when he was in the body.
Yeah. And the only thing we have to remember is that nothing negative can go to the other side.
Exactly.
And that people that have passed cannot be your guides. They cannot.
No.
They cannot help you because they can't perceive anything negative in the earthly realm. So that's a big mistake that a lot of people make, is they say, well, my grandmother died, so now she's my guide. No, she can't help you because she can't see anything negative.
Where do our guides come from?
Oh, I think they're an energetic manifestation of parts of our personality that are directly connected to source.
Okay.
And I'm laughing at it because mine are so silly. I have a gay guide who tells me what to wear every day. He's just wonderful. He goes, wear this and this and this, and you'll look fabulous. And I love it. I just love it. If I go in the kitchen to try something new, I've been trying new recipes all the time. I just made corn pudding. Oh God, that's good. Anyway, I hear this lady from Minnesota. She's, oh yeah, you betcha. And so she's helping me cook, and do things right. So I think they're parts of our personality energetically manifest so that they feel separate. So we listen. I think that's what it is.
But how do they have the answers? Like, okay, so when we're communicating and they give us an answer that we follow, they guide us. How do they know ahead of time that is the right path to take?
Because they're source energy.
Oh, okay. Perfect.
They're source energy. So of course it's going to be right. And what frosts my pumpkin is when they're going to give you wrong information that gets you on the right path. Ooh, that makes me so mad.
Can you give us an example, Terri?
Oh gosh, there's just lots of things where even when I'm doing readings for people and I know it's the wrong answer, and they're going, tell them, and I go, no, that's not right. Tell them. Okay, because you can't have ego in this process, so I tell the people, and I'm like, nah, because I know it's wrong information.
Yeah.
And I check it back in with them, or they call me and they go, hey, remember that reading you did? Yeah. Oh, you were the one I gave the wrong information to. You knew it was wrong? I said, yeah. Did it have a good ending? You cannot believe it. And so it worked out right. Like one lady was looking at horses, and I said, whatever you do when you get there, don't go in the barn. Don't go in the barn. And I don't know why, but you're not supposed to go in the barn. Well, of course, she just went right in the barn. And that's how she found a horse that was much better than the one that she came there to look at, who was outside.
Perfect.
So it's that kind of stuff.
So Ron says we can end up having a moron as a guide. That doesn't seem
No, not unless you're part moron. You'd have to be part moron in order for that to happen.
So Terri, would you say that when somebody is operating strictly out of the ego mind, that is keeping them blocked and stopped from experiencing a connection with higher dimensional beings, their spirit teams, source?
Absolutely. Ego means easing God out.
Oh, wow. Snap.
Yep.
Wow.
Ooh.
Okay, easing God out, ego.
Yeah.
That's
What?
the crap.
Go ahead. Yeah.
It just really muddies the water. You know, you're not coming from heart.
That's
You're really coming from third chakra, power,
And
ego, and control.
you're not letting anything in. You're
Right.
just putting out. So
Right.
that's a huge difference.
reacting instead of responding. Huh?
Right.
Exactly.
And it's just a matter of staying grounded, doing things that develop your intuitive abilities, you know, like the books that I've written. People are shocked how just developing their intuitive ability raises their frequency and vibration. They're shocked. And sometimes they get really spooked at it and it's like, oh, I have to turn it off. No, just go with it, you know. And of course, we can do all those manifestations like I'm safe and protected by God and my own strengths.
Yeah.
That's a good one.
Yeah. Yeah.
No, go ahead.
When you talk about being energy, reading energy, that's, I thought all my whole life, I thought everybody felt the way I feel. That you can walk into a room and you can tell who's happy, who's sad, who's upset, who's just had an argument with who. These two have this kind of relationship. They don't really like each other. They just pretend they do. Like I walk into a room, I can read it.
Sure.
I always have been able to.
That's intuition.
And I thought I just thought that was a normal thing. I thought it was normal. And no, people in the last like 10 years of my life are like, that doesn't even make sense. You can't do that. You don't know that. Nobody can know that.
Yeah, you can.
Yes.
Yes, you can.
It's you're born with intuition, clairvoyance, clairsentience, clairaudience, and claircognizance. And I think there's some other clairs like clair smelling and clair tasting. I don't know what those are, but anyway, it just means clear.
I do. Okay,
Yeah.
so I've been on Zoom meetings with people and I've quit smoking. And one lady lit a cigarette. Oh, I could smell that cigarette so clearly, so beautifully. It was like, oh, that smells. But it was if I lit a cigarette and I could smell it.
Yeah.
Unreal. And there's been other things like that where I've been on Zoom meetings and they're eating a piece of chocolate cake. I can taste it. And it tastes good. And
so that means you've developed all of your intuitive abilities. And I still shake my head because it's like, didn't you hear that? Didn't you see that?
Hearing, no.
Exactly.
Not very often. Very rarely.
Exactly. I walk into the room and everything is freaking talking to me. I'm like, everything. And it's just like, because every molecule has consciousness and it's just like, oh my God, it's loud in here.
Yeah. But it's so good. But the important thing is to remember we do have control over it. It doesn't control us.
Right.
Yes.
Right.
I wonder how many people in institutions, mental institutions, are just seriously intuitive.
100%. 100%. And
I hear voices.
Society doesn't know how to deal with them. But the problem is sometimes they act on the negative voices instead of the positive. So that gets a little confusing. But and especially like years ago, like in the 1800s, 1900s, if you were different at all, intuitively speaking, you were burned at the stake, you were locked up in a jail, you were beheaded, you were whatever, because people didn't understand. And now instead of killing them, we lock them up we have a place for them to be. And we medicate them, heavily medicate them.
Yep.
So, well, I don't know about heavily, but medication.
Yeah, but I just wonder sometimes, and especially, we see walk-ins with animals all the time where the spirit of an animal that passed walks into a current animal or a new animal that you get. Yeah. And they just seem to, just rub along, beautifully together, with having two or three spirits in one physical form. But I know it has to happen with humans where,
that's something that I have found with my clients that, they can have back doors where there's more than one being in the body. More,
absolutely.
And it really, you have to work and do some stuff to get those beings, because they're there for the experience. They're there.
Sure. but it's, you just wonder how many people have, a walk-in and can't cope. with having a walk-in.
Well,
And,
I mean,
and
how many of them?
that's the other side of it. Yeah.
And how many of them are operating thinking that these things are their thoughts, their emotions, when really they've got, an energetic freeloader, a hitchhiker,
Yeah.
on their back, and that's feeding into them, feeding off of them, and giving them thoughts, feelings, emotions that's not theirs, and they're just unconscious and unaware of the frequency. So yeah.
Sure. Yeah.
So Terri, I've got a question for you. Have I met my person? When am I going to meet my person in life? My partner.
Oh, you're blocking it.
Oh,
What?
You're blocking it out of fear.
Oh,
oh.
I didn't know that.
So work on manifesting and work on deserving. I know that's big for you, but have it on your vision board. I'm in a loving, committed relationship with a wonderful person who loves, honors, and cherishes me. They are happy, sexy, balanced, wealthy, clean, cooperative, funny, kind, whatever's important to you. Put it on your vision board.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
So they're out there. I'm just blocking them. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, you're blocking them from fear of getting your heart broken.
Mm.
We have to remember how resilient the heart is. Oh my goodness. I mean, the two things we have to have in order to survive and thrive as humans is we have to be flexible, because the only thing that stays the same in life is change. And we have to be resilient, meaning we can bounce back.
Yeah.
Okay.
We have to have those. If we don't have those two things, we will die. We will attract disease and die.
Okay.
I mean, think about it. When we're really rigid in our belief system, that's what causes atherosclerosis, the hardening of the arteries. I said that wrong, but you got the point.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
When we're rigid, we're rigid.
Yeah.
Right? Makes all your joints rigid. That's from being inflexible.
Yeah.
What would you say if somebody's experiencing like dis-ease in the body? Would you say that they're creating that for themselves?
Subconsciously, sure. But that's why we have to do energy healing, because we're only 1% physical, and all of allopathic medicine and all of diet and exercise is only going to help that 1% physical body. What a waste.
Yes.
I mean, seriously, we're 99% energy. So why isn't energy healing first on the roster of how to address it? I mean, if you're in a car accident and you need a trauma surgeon, then by all means, go get a freaking trauma surgeon. And then you got to figure out why you attracted the accident. Ugh.
Well, so there was a Greg Braden a video online about, there's a place in, I think it's the Himalayas, and don't quote me on that because I'm not entirely sure.
The bladder cancer one?
Yes. Where is that? Where was
It
that?
was China.
Was it China?
It was China.
And they energy healed that lady from her bladder cancer tumor, and the
Just
tumor
dissolved it in front of your eyes.
Dissolve on
Yeah.
on the, was it an MRI?
No, it's a ultrasound.
Ultrasound. You could watch it dissolve on the ultrasound. It was incredible. It was incredible. Yeah.
Also, I mean, it's really important for people to do energy healing, and one of my favorite things is nailing down what the energetic cause of the dis-ease is, because most people are just they're clueless about it. I have one client. Oh, she's such a dear. She lost her mom and lost her aunt, her best friend aunt, within 2 months.
Oh, that's too bad.
Yeah. Well, she's got all kinds of sciatic pain, which is second chakra. Because it's all the stuff she didn't tell them both.
Oh. Okay. So sciatic pain is second chakra.
Second chakra.
Those of you who don't know what second chakra is,
That's childhood issues.
Mm-hmm.
Real simply.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Ron would like to know how he stops attracting crazies.
Because he has to stop thinking he's crazy.
Very
he
good.
believes that he's crazy, and he's just a very wonderful, unique individual. And he's what I would call an iconoclast, image shattering, right?
Mm-hmm.
And so he needs to put on his vision board exactly what it is that he's looking for and be more accepting of his eccentricities. I'm getting big words today from guys.
You are, girl.
Eccentricities.
Instead of eccentricities, how about uniqueness? Because Ron is
Okay,
very
that's
unique.
good too.
Yeah,
I'll go with
I like unique. Mm-hmm.
yeah.
Yeah.
Well, amazing.
So I
This
guess
has been
Ron and I'll have to make vision boards together and compare them. We'll have to keep each other on top of that.
Yeah, really. It's just a matter of having it on your vision board. And when I attracted my husband, I actually took off horse person because I thought I'm being greedy. You know, nobody's going to have all that I'm looking for in that too. And he's a horse person.
Wow, that's incredible.
Yeah.
I have a
awesome.
quick question for you. Do you ever work with racehorses?
Oh, yes. OTTBs,
What?
off track thoroughbreds.
Okay. So do they enjoy being a racehorse? This was something someone asked me today. Do they enjoy being a racehorse?
It really depends. It depends on how they're treated. It really does, because you've got good trainers that really take care of the animals. And then you've got others that are just looking at dollars and cents.
Yes. Yeah.
And, but a lot of them, once they get off the track, they make great show horses and hunter jumpers and trail horses. And, you know, they love even barrel horses. A lot of thoroughbreds are barrel horses.
Oh,
So
it's fun to watch barrel
horses like to have jobs. They get bored.
Oh, that's interesting. Okay.
Yeah, like to have jobs.
Do you prefer to work with horses, or do you work, Ron? I'm not even going to read that, Ron. Do you prefer to work with horses, or do you work with all animals?
I work with all animals. I'm actually going to start working with some bucking bulls and bull riders together.
Nice. To make it safer for both, is that?
We're going to try, yeah, because I mean, there's a lot of bucking bulls that love their job. They just buck for 8 seconds, and they enjoy it. They enjoy the crap out of it. And what I look at is, are they in any pain?
Right.
And a lot of them throw their back out bucking. So they need the chiropractor, and then they do AccuScope on them, and then they feel better. So, I mean, they're worth tons and tons of money. Nobody's going to treat them badly. But we're going to try and make it like, you know, wild dressage is what I'm thinking in my mind, is the cowboy and the bull moving together, you know, like choreographed in their minds, and see what happens. I'm going to see.
Oh my gosh. Okay. So we need to keep track on who you're working with and how that works out, because I think that's fascinating.
I'll keep you posted, because I'm thinking of this. If
Sharon's
this goes,
still trying to find her husband.
well, I gave you the reason why, you know.
I'm fascinated about this.
Yeah. So I think it'll be really interesting to see, you know, if it works, you know, if we can get any cooperation, because you can't tell bulls what to do. You can't. They're 2,000 pounds. They're a ton, and you can't say, "Listen, I need you to do this. Jump this way, and kind of go sideways." But we're going to try. We're going to see what happens.
They're untamed for a reason.
Yeah, but some of them, especially like if they've been bottle raised, you know, if they were orphans and bottle raised and things, then they do their job, and then the rest of the time they're like, oh, there's my little girl. She's bringing me treats. You know, they're like a horse. You know.
Awesome. Well,
So I love doing this work. I mean, I really think my show should be called "I Can't Make This Stuff Up," but with the other S word. Really.
For sure.
It's just too weird.
Well, Terri, thank you so much. We are so grateful to have you on the show today. And, you know, you're just an amazing woman being. And yeah, just thank you.
If one of our favorite people, honest to God.
Yes,
well, thanks for having me. I love doing this. I love sharing it with people and letting them realize how this is freaking normal. Anybody can do this. You know, when somebody goes, "Oh, I have gifts," or "I'm special," I just want to puke. No, you're not. Anybody can do this. You know, people turn it off in childhood. They just need to learn to turn it back on. You know, maybe you're short bus special, you know, maybe that way.
That's why you're our favorite. Oh my God. That is you are so funny. You're amazing.
Yes, yes. Well, Terri, we thank you so much from our heart to yours. Mwah.
Thank you so much. Anytime, you guys. I love being on.
All
Oh,
right,
we love it
great.
too. And you know what? We build up our viewership that actually is more comfortable. And we'll have you back on and actually get a whole question and answer show going on, especially with animal lovers. And
Oh gosh, yeah.
Yes,
Yep.
We'll
It's
find that
really
out.
fun. It's amazing what the animals tell you. It's just amazing.
for sure.
Perfect.
For sure.
Perfect.
Well,
Thanks, Terri.
thanks,
All right, you
Terri.
guys have a great day.
All right,
You
you
too.
too.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Oh my God. She makes me laugh all the time. She is so funny.
I
That
was
makes
waiting
me
for
think of Karen, not special.
I
Oh,
was waiting
Jesus.
for the what does she call it? Back
Burp,
fart
fart,
jump.
snort. Burp, fart, snort.
Well,
She didn't
Sharon.
say it this week.
Well, Sharon, this was absolutely an amazing show. Once again, I am so grateful to be here with you. And
Oh,
who do we have on the show next week?
next week we have Speaker Jill.
Oh, that'll be a great one. Looking forward to that.
Me too.
Forward to that one. All right. Well, everyone, thank you so much for tuning in. And we will see you next week, next Thursday at
Oh,
11 a.m.
I
Central
just have to
Standard.
say hi to Danny. Danny, you are awesome. Glad you could join us today. It's too bad that you weren't here earlier to ask Terri Jay some questions, but next time, Danny, we'll make sure you know and you can tune in and ask her some questions. Great to
All
see you.
right. We'll see you next Thursday.
Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Bye-bye.
Bye.